What other prep do you have to do before Saturday?
Just get my dress shoes. That's about it. My mom gonna smell them to me.
You mean like for wearing a suit?
Yeah, for wearing a suit. Yeah.
Okay.
What about on the field? What else you got to do before that?
Just clean up all our work we've been doing. Pretty much got our game plan set up. So just gotta fix a few things here and there and just clean up everything that we kind of had mistakes on the last couple of days of practice. And other than that, we gotta make sure we execute.
Is there anyone Logan Thomas remind you?
He's just version of Cam Newton just because of his size and his run ability to do some of the same things that actually come from the coordinator from Auburn is actually at Virginia Tech. So probably gonna see some of the same things that Auburn did last year at Virginia Tech for this first game.
You guys watched a lot of film from the last time Auburn played Virginia Tech, Joe?
Not so much because the offense is not the same. So like I said, Auburn's offensive coordinator from last year is at Virginia Tech now. So we actually been watching some film from what Auburn did with us from some of their past games. We also watched some of Virginia Tech spring games, so we kind of get a feel of what Virginia Tech's personnel are going to be like.
What jumped out at you from the spring game?
It's just how they have playmakers that wide receiver and the quarterback, just ability to run the ball and throw the ball, so he can beat you both ways. So that makes sure that we have a great game plan to be able to affect him in the running and passing game.
It's just another one of those cases where it's not just a pass rush, but a disciplined pass rush.
Yeah, basically what it is. Because if you get out of the lane, he can, even though he wants to pass the ball, like I said, he can beat you with his feet. So if you get out of the passing lane, or if you don't play the right key read with a speed zone play or a power, he can run that on you too. So you got to make sure that we be responsible for our position and be accountable for our role.
Does he remind you of anyone in particular?
He's like a Cam Newton type running back. I mean, like Cam Newton type quarterback. He can run the ball and throw the ball, and kind of the plays that they're going to bring from Auburn coordinator coming to Virginia Tech. They have run pass plays with the quarterback where he be to keep the ball and running, or he can pass it, or he can hand it off to the running back. So you got to make sure that they have the right players playing their plays and making the right keys.
How about that size though? I mean,
yeah, he's just a big, gonna be a big bruising quarterback. So once he get going, it's gonna be hard to stop him. So you got to make sure that we play our right keys with our defensive linemen and keep him contained and make sure he handing the ball off and not running up and down the field on us.
With mobile quarterbacks like that, do you tend to see that they maybe aren't as polished of passers? I mean, just kind of in general, the ones you play, or is that just kind of usually just an extra dimension and they're as good a passer as anybody?
Yeah, it's just an extra dimension. Just give them more ability to spread defense out on the field, so they can. If he's beating you on the run every time, you get 5 yards to play, 6 yards to play. Then once you think it's a run every time, he has that chance to throw the ball deep down the field. So usually with those running quarterbacks, you usually see a strong arm, a deep play, or a big play action play coming off of what they do.
When you're looking at a spring game, are you looking more at personnel?
Yeah, yes, sir. More personnel, because in our case, since we're watching a little bit more Auburn tape than Virginia Tech tape, so when we watch the spring game, it's kind of getting the feel of what we're going to be facing this Saturday coming up.
Given your success against Auburn last year, do you feel pretty confident?
Well, as far as the game plan wise, yes, but it's a different team and different players, so just got to be ready for when the game time comes, because every game always going to be something new, and we're going to have to make adjustments either pregame or at halftime. So at the end of the day, we just got to play football.
At what point does it kind of hit you that it's game week? I think Brian Vogler said it was the Saturday before the game. And when is that for you?
It hit me when we got done with camp practices. So I mean, that was last Thursday, last Friday, man. So we gotta be ready. We gotta make sure everybody's excited. And, we getting tired of seeing each other. We get tired of hearing each other. So when Saturday comes, just gotta be ready. Make sure we execute that game plan.
Is there a different feeling among you guys once camp's over and you guys transition into actually a game week?
Yes. It's not so much of us getting better at our own plays and making our own calls, but actually working on our opponent for the game. So there's just seeing what they do, having a scout team rep what they do, and kind of get a feel of what we're going to see Saturday.
You mentioned your shoes. Who's the best dresser on the team?
I'll probably go with AJ. He tries the hardest, so he's in the spotlight more than others. So yeah, I give it to him.
Does it feel weird for you at all knowing this is your last one?
Not really weird. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for this season. Excited. It's my last semester of school. graduating. So I mean, just taking it day by day.
Of all the new guys, is there someone you can't wait to see on the field?
I'm excited to see Derrick Henry and Reuben Foster, both the offensive and defense player, because it just has so much potential. Derrick Henry already made his mark in the spring game and in the camp, so it's going to be exciting to see, just like with TJ last year when he made his first mark in his first game. And Reuben Foster, just because he has so much talent, so if we do what we have to do, and if the second team and some of the younger guys get a chance to get on the field, those will be two of the guys I'd be looking forward to.
Last time we talked to you, you kind of talked about Ruben, and now that he's second on the depth chart, did something change in the last week or two?
Not so much just him growing up and being coachable and being accountable to his position. So, some players learn faster than others, and he's one of those players that has a chance to showcase his talent when some of the things that happen on defense happen. So, I mean, he did what he had to do when he stepped up, so he's going to have his chance when it comes.
How hard does he hit?
Pretty hard. He knocked himself out both times. He hit somebody hard, so hopefully catch somebody like that in the game.
Has there been a Henry Foster collision yet in practice?
No, not yet, but I'm sure it'll be way worse than what happened with him and Alty.
He tackled Alty?
Yeah, that's who he knocked himself out with. So both times he hit Alty in the hole. Just got to make sure you keep his head
He knocked
up.
himself out, not Alty.
Yeah, knocked himself out.
Did he make the tackle?
Yeah, he made the tackle.
Okay.
He made the tackle, so I guess that's the good part about it.
You think
Wait.
we'll win now?
Well, I'm a defensive player, so I'm going to go with that.
CJ, it seems with, a lot of the success that Alabama's had winning and everything, that some fans might get a little bit bored of winning. What's your reaction?
I wouldn't say bored. They expect the championship every season, and they expect the SEC championship. But, I mean, that's the same thing that we expect. Not so much as far as we expect to win every single year, but it's a standard that we live by. It's what we expect to be. If we buy into the system, Coach Saban's system, if we do everything we have to do, we're going to have that chance to compete for the national championship. We're going to have that chance to compete for the SEC championship. So it's a lot about buying in and being accountable to our position.
One more on Ruben. He's only been here a month. Where is he better? Was there a specific area or two that?
He's just a physical linebacker. He's somewhat raw talent, so he still has to learn the defense a little bit more. It's just some things he has to get better at as far as footwork, or maybe just knowing the concept of the game and of the defense. But as far as just being a physical player, he's just one of those big, thick guys.
How's he?
He's doing better. Like I said last time I talked about for him by rolling and running, just little things like that. Learning what plays are going to come when a certain player gets a certain position, or just read his keys better, seeing the offensive line head pop up so he can get back in the pass coverage. And like I said, keeping his weight down where he can gain more ground and won't be so high so he can break on plays. So just little things like that.
Last one.
So many people are talking about Alabama's offense. Do you guys feel like the defense may be overlooked a little bit?
Not so much, because at the end of the day, defense wins championships. So that's kind of the Alabama standard. It's always been about defense, and the offense gonna have to do what they have to do to make their plays, and we got to do what we have to do to keep them on the field.
CJ, were you on special teams when you were a freshman, special teams coverage?
Yes, sir. I'm still on special teams now, so I'm on kickoff return and punt coverage.
How about Ruben? Is he on special teams?
Yes, sir. He's on kickoff return, punt. So he's like has a few backup roles.
Okay. Thank you.